Hello, I'm Derwent Hannon. Welcome to my YouTube channel. How I got back into the music, how I got back to be motivated. So that's what this video is going to be about. I started playing music again last year, so I've actually been playing at home at least for about a year, learning how to play guitar again. I did one or two little gigs, privately sort of thing, but haven't been working as a musician full-time or anything. And really that's what this year is going to be about. I want to be back focused on the music and try and launch something a bit more professional. So yeah, I want to use this channel basically to show what it's like for a musician pretty much to start from scratch. Although I was working as a musician before, I haven't been doing it for years, so it's literally I'm starting again. Starting a new band, I'm gonna start trying to get gigs and all of that stuff. So I thought I'd sort of document that on this channel and you can see if it works or not, or if I fail miserably. And I'll also be sharing the steps I take along the way to become a musician, to become a professional musician, whether that's learning the songs or doing auditions or setting up a band, getting a band together. Also be sharing how I get my sound, the equipment I use. So that's what this channel will be about in general. So getting back to today's video topic, which is how to get back into the music if you've been away from it or if you're wanting to just start. This is probably a big issue for a lot of people, not least for people who have got families. Maybe they're older than they used to be, maybe they're starting to feel like it's more and more difficult to get into it. Why should I bother? I'm not 18 anymore, whatever it is. But I managed to get back into it and I'm happy I did. So I thought I'd share that with you today, the steps I took. Step one is have a very clear goal. So it was December, I think, last year or 2018, and I decided, right, I'm gonna start a band. And I thought, right, I'm not gonna do my solo artist stuff that I was doing before, because it was like, why go back to what I was doing? Let's do something new that's gonna help me to grow and become a better musician again. So I thought, right, I'm gonna do a Dire Straits tribute band, and then at least I'll learn how to play guitar if I can ever play a bit like Mark Knopfler. So that was my goal. My goal was to have the band done by April. So here we are a year later and I still haven't got the band, but it did get me back into the music, so that was the main thing. So that's point number one. Point number two is to have a very specific reason of why you have your goal. So whatever that might be for you, it could be that you just love playing the music, or you've always wanted to do a gig, or you've always wanted to learn a particular song, whatever it might be, but get clear what your reason is and make it happen. Step number three, I think is very important as well, is to state your goal publicly. So a bit like what I'm doing now, is to basically then you're being held accountable for your goal. You're not just saying, oh yeah, I'd like to, learn guitar. You're actually saying, no, I want to have this specific goal in mind and I want it done by this particular time. Yeah. Step number four, I think, is absolutely essential if you're going to achieve what you set out to achieve, and that is to create a practice schedule. I would say you need a weekly practice schedule, at least that's how I do it. Maybe I'll do another video on how I do my practice schedules. But if you don't have a practice schedule, you can forget about having time. You won't have the time. So with a practice schedule, you can say, okay, whether it's 1 hour a day or 4 hours a day, whatever it is, you can spare, and you structure out each of each minute of that hour to make sure you're covering what you need to cover to get to your goal. All right. Point number 5, I also think is extremely important, which is to start with the idea of excellence. So to really have in your mind whatever it is you wanted to learn how to do or learn to perform or whatever it is, to have in your mind that it's going to be excellent. So you're not just learning a bit, you know, I'll play that song, whatever. At least to the best of your ability. And that way, you know, you'll feel good about it. All right, so those are my 5 tips of how to get back into the music for anyone who's been frustrated, wondering how you get back into it, it's feeling all too difficult, whatever it is. All I can say is you can do it. I was 5 years out. I was starting to feel a bit depressed about it, thinking maybe the boat sailed, whatever it is. Who cares? Get back into the music, go for it, enjoy it, and if you like this content, please subscribe, and I'll be sharing more videos like this one soon.